Good morning, traders. Welcome to the stream. I'm OG. We're here with another live session. As you guys know, a little background. I'm a full-time dad of triplet daughters, a funded trader, and grinding my way through this Topstep challenge. I go live every day, 9:20 to around 11 a.m. To show my setups, take high probability trades, stay sharp with my mindset, and also to show off these TWA indicators, one of the most powerful indicators that I know and that I've learned to use over the past couple years. If you're working on your own prop firm challenge and want more clarity, structure on how I set up my trades to pass these combines, please tune in, comment, and let me know how you're doing. So let's lock in, let's trade smart today, and let's see what is up for this Monday. So right now you can see on the screen, we have the trigger chart, we have our Topstep X platform on the screen. Let's just move this over a bit. And let me just go over real quick what I'm seeing today. So on my analysis chart, right now we had a bearish stuff. We've been bearish since the Tokyo session. Same thing with London. We've been very bearish. However, we are at an area close to my probable low a day, and I'll be looking bullish, to be honest, once this session starts. I'll be looking for some longs. The reason why is because usually when overnight is this bearish, New York tends to step in because prices are cheap for them, and I think the bulls will step in and make the prices go up. Let me know what you think. Let's see. Right now, I have a bunch of bullish. I have one bullish statement. Everything else is bearish at this time. But I'm thinking it's going to change. TPOs are gray. They went from yellow to gray, so that means they're just waiting for more participation to let us know what the probability will be. And I really like, when I look at my daily, I like what I'm seeing there. That's giving me another bullish sign. And I use fibs. I use fibs a certain way. Right now they are pointing to, let's push this over here. Right now they are saying, they're telling me bearish at the moment. But let's just see if we can get a little bullish action here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what's going on today. Let's pop that over. And we are set to go. All right, let's see. Let's check this out. Let's see how we get today. Where's my volume setting? There it is. So let's do a little recap of where we are so far on this journey. You can see here, in the last 4 days, almost $800. We have an 88% win rate. We ended off Thursday with our worst day. We took one trade, and that was it. That was the only one I really saw. And you can see the numbers here. So far, so good. Let's see if we can keep up this momentum when we get to the open. We got 3 minutes till open. All right, so just before open, why do I wait for my A plus setups? I wait for my A plus setups because it limits the amount of risk I put on the table for each and every trade. Because my A plus setups don't happen all the time. I wait for what's very close to an A plus setup, and if the factors are there, I take it and I see what happens, see where it goes. My ultimate goal is to get the risk off the table, and then once the risk is off the table, then I can go into managing the trade and collecting profits along the way. And let's see, so we have some bulls stepping in just before open, but 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes before open. And to be honest, I like to catch early moves, like 50 point, plus moves. That's what I'm looking for. And for this challenge, I only trade micros up to 5. I'm testing something out with that. I'm actually testing out the what I call the math of it. It's the math of trading. When you trade a 50K combine, you're actually if you're using real money, it's like trading with $2,000, right? So how far can you stretch that 2,000? Can you double it? Once you double it, can you double it again? So you can get 2 to 4, 4 to 8, so on and so forth. I've got caught in a trap where I always just try to force trades for payouts, and that has not worked. It works, in the short term, right? Yeah, I can get it, but then that's when I get into the bad habits of not looking for A plus setups, and that's when accounts get blown because I'm oversized, over leveraged, stuff like that. So I'm taking it this way. I'm trying to take it the base hit model. Just get base hits over time. See where we get to. Okay, and we are open. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's see if we can get a good trade in this open here. That's a good long opportunity. I'm looking longs. Just see where we are compared to this. So far, not missing a thing. Over here. Not yet. I'm not there yet. Just wait for a good setup. So far, things are looking good for the long. I don't care about this right this second. I'm actually looking for it to give me a better setup. What would I like to see? I would like to see price shoot up a bit, come back, test this newly formed money zone, and everything line up, and then we can take it. Good news is algo candles are green. IVD candles have turned off. You have a push down here, that's good. Let it push down. Okay. collection to here. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely looking longs today. I'm looking for a price to get to about 20,070 and then break above it. Right now we have yellow TPO, so there's no entries right now. However, the longs are looking good. Now I just sit and wait. Yeah, I didn't have any clean entries that I could see. We had a wick that went right past there. But I would like to see this kind of really shape up. I want volume to agree with me. Right now, I don't see it agreeing with me. So, hey, wait, let me just move this over a bit. Here, give it some room. All right, so the TPO is an indicator we have here that is showing chop right now. So just be aware that there's chop right now. So whichever direction you're looking in, just be aware that if you have tight stop losses, they might get clipped here. So just be careful. See if I can get this long. Let's see, do we have any longs here? Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I'm looking long today. I'm just waiting for my good setup. You can see how, if we look back, this was the good entry to get into the beginning of this move. It was actually here. This is the A plus setup I was talking about. This is what I'm looking for. Volume to agree, pullbacks to agree, and then I would take it. Here, we have the bulls stepping in, but I did not see a setup for me to get in. So I didn't take it. So while we're waiting, ooh, here we go. We got a good buy signal now. Where are we? Let me reduce the risk a bit. How's the TPOs? TPOs are off. I'm gonna keep it at 5. Let's see. Might have just missed it. ATR's 11. It's good. Order for short. You know what? I actually have to wait for more of a pullback. I'm at the top of the. Yeah, I'm at the top of this candle, so just gotta wait. Wait for a nice pullback to come down to about 20,000, between 20,000. I'll say 20,005. We're 7 minutes into this session. Yeah, so I've heard like a lot of traders say that like a live account or a funded account is harder than a challenge or a combine. You know, I sometimes, so I'm 50-50 on that. Sometimes I agree with that because the stakes are higher for the trader personally because you can actually get payouts. So the stress of working to get a payout is what makes it feel harder. So with this challenge, I'm trying to turn that on its head where I'm purposely not trading large contracts for this challenge to make it harder to pass the combine so I can trade the same way when I get to funded and a live account through Topstep. It's kind of like, don't get me wrong, like we have such good setups here that I could pass in 2 days with larger contract size. But doing it this way is it's a discipline and a mental exercise. And what better way to do it? I'd rather do it now where uh, during this practice testing period than when I'm actually with a funded account. That's my personal preference. I wasn't always like that. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn by blowing accounts, by getting payouts, losing the account the next day, getting 3 funded accounts, losing them all. I've done that all. Like I've just like everybody else. I don't claim to be the best trader in the world. Um, all I'm doing is learning from my past mistakes and making myself better now. And that's kind of like what I try to teach my kids too. Because we all make mistakes. We're all not perfect, but that's kind of how this whole journey is. It's if you can learn from them, then you're making progress. All right, good. We're getting a little push down here, which is what I like to see. That just makes it cheaper for me to get in when I want to get in. Price is tumbling now. That's fine, but I don't see it tumbling for long. Yeah, actually, it could go down to that gray box right here before it starts to turn around. That's fine with me. Let's see. Let me see first if anything is going to change my bias. We got mixed. So that's. I'm gonna count the bearish statements I see. I see one. I see two. I see three. On the dashboard, I see yellow, red, and green. So that's a complete mix. Let's go here. TPOs are going from yellow to gray. That was a nice drop. Let's see here. Okay. So that's 4 bearish. All right, let's see. Let me see on my game plan where we are on the game plan. We got 50 points to go down on my game plan. So now we're back to, okay. That's all right. I'm still gonna go long. Yep, still good. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna get ready. 3, 2, 1, and next one. All right, I'm in long. All right, I'm in long. Here we go. Gotta move this up to 2. That up there. This one's 6. There. Okay, let's go up 14, 16 points on this long. 20, we're gonna get to break even. Let's see. See if I could peel some off at 20. I don't like what's happening here. Let's get out of the way a bit right here. Oh, I really don't like what's happening here. Come on. Stop messing around. Just 10, 8, 7. Let's go 10 point. Let's go. Come on. Good. I like that. Come on. There you go. Push. 6, as high as 16, 15. Come on. 5 more points. Give me a 5-point push here. 12. Come on. Alright, let's see. Is anything changing on my screens yet? Alright, so we're getting stuck here. I'm going to break even. Gotta save the capital. I'll be taken out on this one. Let's see. Found some resistance right here. Found some chop. Let's go 12. Let's go. Ah, man, we're getting stuck at 15. $14, 15 points. We're getting stuck here. We're risk free. I mean, we're break even. Come on, let's go. Push. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Get that first TP. I love getting that first TP. 18. Wow. We are really fighting. TPOs are not yellow, so that's good. Come on, NQ. Give me it. That's tough. This is tough. Man, this one's tough. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Pushing back down. All right. So I'm gonna pay for the trade. Okay, 15 bucks pays for the trade. Let's see if we can get this TP one. All right, now we wait. Let's see. Come on. Pushing back down hard. Come on. Come on. Get it. Yes. Let's go. Come on, Bears. Come on, Bulls. Let's go. All right. We are risk-free. Might come back and take us out because it took a lot to get those 3 contracts off. Oof, man. All right. So we got in at 27. 2 there. So let's go to... I'm going for 100 points, so I'm going for 400 on this. It would be 27 here. There you go. All right, let's see if we can get this 100 points. Whew. Love getting that TP one. Let's go. Nice. May take me out here, but I don't care. Beautiful, beautiful trade. I was a little late on the trade. A little late. Ideally, I would have liked to got in here, but I got in here. No worries. Still took points. Good, good, good. Okay, now its price is pushing down again. All right, so I'll give it till 10 o'clock, another 9 minutes to see what price wants to do here. So that's exactly how I like to trade. I enter. You know, so far nothing had told me to exit right away, so that's why I didn't exit the trade, even though it came back. It had some drawdown. And once it went 20 points in my favor, around 20 points, 15, 20 points, right, depending on how price action is working, I took my risk right off the table. I'm not playing games. I'm not going to be there waiting for it to come all the way back down for the potential. Nah, I like the see money take money deal, and if it's gonna go 40 points in my favor and come back 50 points, I want to take some money along the way, take my risk off the table, and so be it. I'll find another entry. That's exactly how I like to trade. And my goal is 100 points. I know, like, unless it's a really like great volatility day where it can just keep traveling, I will leave one micro on running longer. But if I hit the 100 points, I'm looking to get it and then just move on to the next day. Because my theory is, as I grow the account, right, as I grow the capital size, that means I'm growing the risk that I can take. That means I can add more contracts. So if I can do it with 5 micros at a $2,000 contract size, then to get to, let's say, to 10 micros would be 4,000, right? And then you could just do it from there. Like, let's say you want to get up, I want to get up to 15 micros eventually, right? So that's 2, that'd be 4, right? To go up another 2, that's 6, it's 8. So I need to have 8,000 as capital to comfortably trade 15 micros, so I can have the same the stop loss levels. That's about, I like 20 points. I don't go more than 20 points. I don't go more than 20 points, meaning I don't go more than like 200 or so dollars, or 10% of what my capital is. So for John, for this trade, I went in with 5. I took 3 out at 21-ish points. And then I had the other 2 at $6, which was $3. That's pays for those 2. So therefore, it covers commissions. For that particular trade. Why did I do it? Because it was my A plus setup. I saw this 1, 2, everything lined up. I went in and I took the profit and then turned back. That's fine. Now we're back to yellow TPO, so that means I won't be trading until at least 10 o'clock. Yeah, with three, IPO. Okay, we got another opportunity. This time I'm going to reduce my contract sizing a bit. I got to change this up. Move this to 60, 120. And then 20, up to 400. All right. I'm going to go in another trade here and do a limit sell 2, 53, 63. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 contracts off at 10 points. If I can get there. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Give me that TP1. There we go. Let's go. Tim. Here's John. Theirs is a cool example of what I was just talking about. I'm in one runner right now, up 10 points. ATR is 14. So I'm gonna give this a 5-point stop here, which would be $10 right there. All right, this is my final trade of the day. Let's see if this one can carry. That's 50 points. Let's see if we can get the 100. All right. Once we get this sucker up to 20 points in profit, I'll go to break even. If it gets there, we'll see. We will see. Good, TPOs are off. Let's go after. Okay, good. We're getting accepted into that area. That's very bullish. Let's see if we can stay in it. Let's just see if we can stay in this until 10 o'clock. Let's see. Let's see if the new 4-hour will give us a push we need to the upside. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We got a new 4-hour. There we go! Come on, push the sucker up. Let's go. Let's go. We're at break even. Let's go. Let's go, come on. What a pump. Over here, let's see, where's the next step? 153, about here. Let's see if we can get there. Let's go. Let's go. Drop those likes. Drop those likes if you'd like to trade risk free. Let's go. Look at that. Two beautiful setups. I was looking long from the beginning. Let's go. Let's get these 100 points we could lock out today. Come on. Let's go. All right, we're at 50 points right now. This trade's going to be officially be paid for once I move this up. I'm locking in 10. 10 points is locked in. So at worst, I get 20 bucks. At the best, I'm looking for 200. Let's go. Come on, man. Looking for that 100-point long. Got up to 50. Okay, TPOs are green, so that's good. So if you're in a long, that's a good sign. The probability is that we could make a new high. So let's see if this is enough room to make that new high. Giving it 40 points. All right, so it's a 40 points to see if it has, that's 2 ATRs. Let's see if that's enough. Let's see if this is enough. Let's go. Drop those likes, people. Drop those likes. Let's see what's going on in Discord right now. See if anybody wants to go long with me. Come on. Who's long with me? Or who took along today? All right, so now we have to weather this little storm coming back. See how much pullback this is really going to take. There we go. Oh, this is such a nasty pullback. Let's see. Oh boy. All right, it's taking us out. Unless we get a change for some more bulls step in at this minute, that'd be awesome. But nope. All right, $200 day. You know what that means? That's a lockout. That is a lockout day. All day. Yes. Boom. That's a quick. So, in a half hour, $200 day, I'll take that all day. All day. So, you guys saw firsthand live how I manage my trades. Could I have kept my stop loss, below my entry? Yeah, I could have, but I don't want to, because this is how I trade. You guys trade it however way you want. This is how I trade. I caught 2 good longs, A+ setups. Initial pushes went 40, 50 points, and then they came back. Okay, no big deal. Still walking home, $200 in a half hour, and you move on your day. Now, if you're the type of trader who likes to copy trade, right? Let's say you have, 2-3 accounts. That $200, like, stress free, is actually $600. And if you go, if you grow your accounts to a certain amount where you can trade higher contracts, you can make $200 in one trade, in one TP. So it's all possible, but the main thing is, the main thing is, you got to be in the right mindset. You got to know your sweet spot of contract sizing and how long you want to wait, how long you want to trade, and stuff like that. Some days will be like Thursday. I only took $74. All right, well, today I took $200. I more than doubled what I did on that day. And when you add it up over the month, like when you add this up, see what I'm saying? Like you just add this up. Let's see what we are at the end of the month. Well, you'll know for sure because uh, once we pass it, you know we've made 3K. Right now we are at 990 bucks. Let's call it 1,000. It's $10. But not bad for only 5 days. And that average is about what, 200 bucks a day. I know in the rules they say they need 200 for payouts, but you can see um, it's better just to trade how you trade than trying to match how the rules are. Just trade how you trade, because all you need is 5 days, like five $200 days, and that door opens. Just trade how you trade. All right, this was awesome. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit. I'm gonna keep it on this screen, so this way there's no FOMO about uh, getting trades or anything. And I'll call out a couple more setups. Um, what I am gonna do though is this is actually good to see. I know it's like, you know, for the YouTube, you really don't want to like do this often, but this is a real channel here. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna take a little break. Nope, that's a long entry right there. You see where it went to red to blue? That's a long entry. We got right here too. So the pullback is there, and the volume is about to be there. You got another long entry, which was very nice. Pull back to this area and then up again. So that's another call out. That's another call out for a trade if anybody wants to take it. That's awesome, John. All right, so I'm gonna do the smart thing. I'm gonna take like a 1 minute break. You can see the be right back thing, and I'll be right back. All right, the chart's still on, so you can see what's happening real time. And if I see anything, I'll call it out. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, everybody. I'm just dropping a poll right now. Which part of trading challenges you the most? So I'm dropping that poll. Let me know. I would like to know. And I'll give you my answer when we're done with the poll. So let's look. Let's see how we're doing. Let me check out the new. Yeah, I mean, you have to be selective, right? You got to be selective on what you like and what you're seeing. Now, remember, when I give signals, if you want this more like, uh, if you want to have the signals too, make sure you get access to your TWA indicators. What you're seeing on the screen, you're seeing this one here. This candle color is called the pinpoint trigger system. I'll give you the two top game changers, just two. I know you see all this, but I'm just going to give you the two that have been game changers for people who been trading forever, people who are brand new, and who are just new to the TWA indicators. The two indicators that are absolute fire been the 4-hour forecaster, which is these boxes here, and the pinpoint trigger system. There's others that are very good as well, but those are the two that I've seen that, as people get comfortable using them, has been increasing their green days. I'll put it that way, right? All right. Well, good news for anybody who's looking long. TPOs are back to green again. Um, let me see. Let me see what's happening. And let me do a little analysis for everybody because I'm done for the day. All right. So we have bearish weakness on the IVD, which is good. That means price could climb up. We're at a good area. So right here, we're just at this 0.60 area. It's gonna get a little sticky. That's why you're seeing. See how it's like really bumping against something here on the trigger chart. It's down a little bit. Once we really break through and we're able to hold above the 0.60s area, it's going to be a good opportunity to get into a longer long. Hopefully that can last you guys throughout the day if you trade that way. Right here, this is the fact that we're dancing here is actually a good sign for the longs. If I zoom out to the dailies, this is exactly what I expected based on where we were. And if I look at the fibs, this is exactly what I expected after what New York does after we've had such a bearish overnight. So right now, so what do I see? I see a range. Ooh, good. I got triggered into that. Yes. All right. Let's go. Sorry, I also use these to buy into my like everyday investment portfolios. and I used the 4-hour forecaster, and that one just did a nice little wick down to an area where I put a limit buy, and it came right back up. So I love seeing that. Yeah. So yeah, so the longs I think are good. We might be in a little bit of a range, right? So you might see more of like this action. Goes up, it'll come back, goes up, come back, shoot up, come back. Here he goes again. I told you. This is a good entry long right there. 1, 2, boom. You get your 40, 50 points, and then it might, turn around 40, 50 points. But if you take, I like to take profit along the way. So that's my strategy. And then let's see here. Let's look at the new dashboard. I'm trying to see how I can get in there without messing everything up. You know what? I'll be right back. Let me just find the new dashboard. All right, so I'm back. This is the new dashboard now that we're looking at here. You can see very steady. I like what I've been seeing. We've been very steady. I also like this. We're starting to even out between the longer trades and the shorter trades. And that all has to do with when and where I take my TP1s. And right now we are looking pretty good. We got a 5-day streak going on, which is good. I like this. I like this a lot. Now, this 92%, just keep that in mind when you're looking at that number. I'm not saying like you're going to win 90%. It's each trade counts, right? So whenever you peel off, that counts. So that's okay. If you peeled off in profit, that's towards your win rate. If you get taken out like below where you entered, it's going to count against you. So break evens, you're good. If even if you just do like what I do, I just pay for the trade. Even if it's taken out, it counts as a win. So take that with a grain of salt, all this data that you're seeing. But what am I really liking here? Right here. This is what I'm liking here. And I want to grow this stack and then the next one. So far, the way that I trade has not lent itself to really hold trades for more than about 5 to 10 minutes. Because our moves have been actually very, you can see it here, it's been very up and down, up and down. Eventually it will go. Like from this one here, I didn't trade it this time, but this one would have been the best one to enter, because then your stop would have been possibly here, maybe a little below it. Actually, let's do this. Let's look at it from, do I have it here? No. All right, I gotta put it back up. I'll put on tomorrow. Put on the trailing stop line so you can have an idea of where that would be. But looking pretty good. Let's check back in with our poll. Let's see how that's doing. Okay, so my SL, my stop loss is 20 points. I start out with 20 points. That's 20 points at 5 micros. Right? That's my max. So that means I max at my max amount of contracts, I will max put a stop loss at 20 points, which is $200. If I'm going at 3 micros, I could do two things. I can go 20 points, which is $120, or I can keep it at the $200 mark, which gives me a little more than 20 points. I don't tend to do that too much. I like to stay in that 20 range because I understand when I enter, I should hit 10 points at X many seconds, and if I don't, then I will adjust accordingly. But 20 points has been my sweet spot for stop losses. Sometimes I'll do 10, but it really has to be a strong, trendy day. 20 points seems to be enough because then I can handle the 8 point drawdown before it kicks back up. At 10 points at that 8 point drawdown, I tend to get emotions around it. Yeah, that I like to stay there. I don't. I don't know. I tried. I tried to be some of the people who would, you know, like some people I know who are very, very good at what they do. I try to do the higher contracts, but I don't like how I feel after I trade because um, I get greedy and I only get like the 10 and 20 points and it messes everything up, messes my whole analysis up and everything. I can handle 200 points. Yeah, you can call me conservative trader. That's cool. Like I'm patient and conservative. Like I can't help it. I think that has to do with when you start the game, when you start this trading game, the allure of it, right, is the dream of making crazy hundreds of thousands of dollars in a week, all that. You know what I mean? Then you realize how intense this game really is. And you know what? The people who could do that every day, God bless them. Because they're at a level of high performance that I'm not at yet. So I'm happy where I am and I'm happy to build accordingly. Because those days suck. When you blow accounts, those days suck. And you blew I know I blew the account because I oversized. 100%. Everything was the same. I oversized, so that means my 20 point stop is actually down to like a 10 or a 5, depending on how much you use. And if you still want to use a 10 point stop, let's say you go bolo with five minis, right? That's 1,000. That's 50% of your capital you're putting on one trade. That's my recipe for failure. My personal recipe for failure. 10% is a good spot for me. Yeah, and that's obtainable. Like, if you look, the best way I was taught that's a great point, John. That's a great point because you have to understand what I've been taught over time, right? This took time for me to to understand this game, right? I'm a stay-at-home dad. That's my job. Right? I don't get paid for that, but I get paid in different ways. So in our family situation, that's my job is to be stay-at-home dad, and then this industry is what's giving me the ability also to do that, right? But it comes with a price, right? If I try to match what I left my other job for right away, forget it. I would personally crash and burn. It's you need so much like field experience before I can personally get there. But where I am now, this is a good little like uh I'm doing it slow, man. I'm just doing it slow. I learned my lesson from businesses and whatever everything else I've done. I'm just doing it slow. And slow, I'm gonna grind away. That's why this series is called Grind It to Fund It, because I'm just grinding my way, scraping little by little. Because I have to keep the mindset right. I got to keep the trading right, and then I do this YouTube to show. I do YouTube to show people like, hey, it doesn't matter what you do, where you come from. You too can trade. You just got to take the time to learn it, and once you understand your hot point, like, man, I could really get 10 points like this or 20 or 30 points like that, and you have the capital size, you would be foolish not to try and scale up. So that's what you got to do. You got to scale up. As you get better, you have to push yourself, scale up, see how you feel, see what your sweet spot, and it's basically the same thing, same routine over and over again. One thing I've learned in life: everything freaking repeats. Nothing stays the same. It's literally like it's the same issue, just at a bigger scale. Once you get comfortable at the bigger scale, and then another one comes, it's scary in the beginning. Oh my gosh! And then just. But if you do the same skills over and over again, you'll actually get better and sharper. You know, because my mentor says the market don't care what bills you got to pay or anything like that. The market's gonna do what the market's got to do. All right, so if the market don't care, I don't give a crap if it goes up or down. I just want to find my spots, take them, get out, in and out. That's it. I don't like to spin. I guess I have a form of ADHD or something because I can't sit here too long. Like I get antsy now. It's 10:30. I'm getting antsy. I want to do something else. And last thing I want to do is keep pressing the button to trade. That's why I like Topstep X the way they have this set up where you can lock out for a day, 15 minutes. I really do appreciate that. So thank you, Topstep X, for making this and understanding, what we need. And I'm looking forward to being a live trader with them. That'd be a cool little thing to be a live trader with them. Let's see. Let me go through some analysis now while it's here. So I don't see any setups for longs right now. I'm not looking short, so I'm not gonna call out setups for shorts because you can see even at open, they really didn't run. Like here, the long ran more than the shorts, so that's just telling me the longs are in more play. That's what that's telling me for now. Let's see if anything changes. Um, we still have another 150. Yeah, I mean, if this thing goes another 100 points from where it is, we'll get some more flipping to more bullish statements right now. Okay, we're back inside here. TPOs are yellow. That just means it's chop season right now. So I think the rest of the day is going to be like this. I think we're just going to chop around. I don't know if there's any news. Let me just check. Let me check if there's any news today. Okay, so 10 o'clock, we did have some news. That's where that spike came from. Right there. The PMI, that was, all right, so that's positive news. So we had a little bit of a spike. Let's see, what about tomorrow? Tomorrow during the New York trading session, Ugh. All right, so Trump is meeting with someone. Let's see what he says there. Crude. Okay, so 1030 is oil, right? Okay. FOMC statements. Let's see, May 8th. Testify, hearing. Okay, yeah. I mean, you just gotta, be aware, but you know what'll be really, what I think, my opinion, not financial advice, my opinion, but I think will be more newsworthy, at least as the markets are concerned, is anything that has to do with tariffs and any deals that are made that are not scheduled. All right, so there we go. You got your nice little sell button here. Let's see where this wants to go. All right, so it's dumping right now. All right, so this will be key. If it breaks through this, if it stays below, I'll say 20,020. Oops. All right, we'll just go here then. If it breaks and stays below it, then the longs are dead after that. So the longs will be dead after that if it stays below 20,020. So just keep that in mind. I'll give you that tidbit. If it stays below 20,020, I would say longs are off the table, and then we can see it chop around, meaning we can see it chop anywhere from, I would say, 19,950 up to 20,050. So be aware that right now we're falling. This is a good short call. To be honest, I don't like the entry, so I would not have taken any of this. Maybe this one if I wanted to go short, but I did not. All right, so let's check back in here, see what's happening. All right. There's 7 of us watching. Come on, let's pump up those likes. Let's get those likes in. Like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Trying to get this channel up and running. Share this with also share this with any of your trading friends or anybody who is looking for a new edge or to sharpen their edge. You could share this, and so they can see the tools, and if they're interested, just click the link in the bio. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And just let's all try to make some money together. Go into the Topstep groups and let them know, hey, check out this channel. That'll be awesome. I really appreciate it. And whatever other groups you trade with, I don't, right now we're just doing a Topstep challenge. All right, so that was the power hour. Let me just make sure there's nothing juicy happening right now. So, since things are starting to look to the short side. I would not take a short until these algo candles would turn red. So this is fine. This just could be a deeper pullback to go further up. Because we have room. We have room to go right back up. So let's see now. Okay. There you go. You see, that's a see. There you go. That's what I was talking about. That's another long entry right there. Boom, boom. It's this. When I see this flip from here to here, and 1, 2, and that's still green, I would take that long again. I'm not taking it now because I'm done for the day, but that's another call out right there. This is called the pinpoint trigger system for TWA indicators. If you want more on it, let me know. I can do a video on them so I could really go into depth on settings and what it does and all that stuff. All right, you see how it's starting to climb? That's good. But all right, so I'm done for today, but you still got 2 more signals called out while we were on the live, which is always awesome. All right, so that's going to be it for today's session. I'm not looking to trade, so I'm just going to be waiting. However, the goal always stays the same. If I protect the capital, I always try to stay sharp, and I always try to trade with purpose. Meaning, if I see a trade that matches my setup, that's the one I'm taking. I'm going to work on not FOMOing in. And again, if you're working through a Topstep, either XFA or Combine, like what I'm doing, trying to get consistent and already know how real it is to grind out these accounts. So thanks for being here. I appreciate everybody, all you traders coming, checking us out. We'll be here every day, Monday through Thursday, 9:20. And if you want these indicators or want to learn more on how to use them, click in the links in the description. It'll take you to a page where you can join the Discord, or you can go right on to the pay page and buy. And then also, as always, drop a like, leave comments, and I'll see everybody on the next one. Thank you again so much, and I look forward to tomorrow. Let's see what tomorrow brings. See if we can keep this streak alive. Take care, everybody. Why is that?